morning, everybody. Telepathy. The word telepathy is quite fascinating when you hear it. I'm sure many of you can just correlate to this term and can remember n number of incidences and memories related to it. But what exactly telepathy is? Does it really exist? In telepathy, users can read or sense another person's mind and can talk to them mentally. It is derived from a Greek term, tele, which means distance, and path, which means feeling or occurrence. It is also known as thought casting, mental surfing, and mind induction. There are two categories of telepathy. First, telepathic communication, which is the ability to transfer information from one mind to another, and telepathic perception, which is the ability to receive information from another mind. On thinking deeper, you all must be thinking, does telepathy really exist? To answer this, yes. Accounts throughout history gives a clear indication that thought transmission is possible. There are many theories explaining how mental telepathy works, some based on physical waves and some based on non-physical forces. And telepathy happens when users read thoughts and sentiments of other minds and feel energies. Each of us is made up of energy body. Whatever we think, feel emotion or experience sentiment, that information is emitted out of our body with help of energies. Thoughts and sentiments modulates the energies we emit. Talking about the history of telepathy, the first step contributed towards the history of telepathy was given by Egyptian civilization. Many researchers and philosophers like Frederick M. Myers, W. H. Weisman, Plato, and many others have deeply contributed towards the history of telepathy. Talking about the application of telepathy, it is applied in many disciplines like mind reading, psychic communication, telepathic speaking, and teleempathy. There are three types of telepathy. First, instinctual telepathy. It happens when one senses feeling of a nearby through mental connection with somebody. This bond exists between people who share a quite an emotional bond. For example, parents and children, a husband and a wife. Next comes mental telepathy. It's a direct transference of thoughts from one mind to another. The only difference between instinctual telepathy and mental telepathy is that instinctual telepathy is deliberated and mental telepathy can be achieved through practice. It can be unlocked utilizing the third eye, which directly opens up beyond five senses. Next comes dream telepathy. It's the ability to communicate or receive telepathic communication while dreaming. Back in 2014, an experiment was conducted called brain-to-brain communication via internet by University of Washington researchers. The experiment was conducted with help of EEG, electroencephalogram, with help of electrodes which were attached to the scalp of patients. This records electrical activities of human brain. In this experiments, the participants could give correct answers with 72% of accuracy rate. I know all of you must be thinking why we must develop telepathy. As we see, time has taken an evolution has taken a colossal amount of time in extracting information from human brain and passing it on in form of behavior, speech, and so on. This brain to brain tech are becoming smaller, cheaper, and portable over the time. Outside medicines, these technologies can be utilized in many and multiple disciplines. For example, on battlefield, soldiers can actually give warnings and issue commands, and civilians may take a benefit out of it. In business meeting, partners can send cues during negotiation. This telepathic communication, which acts like a futuristic walkie-talkie, would sense more advances in emitting, sensing, and receiving technology, and perhaps slight less retraining of a human brain. Thank you.